By the end of this film, I felt like I had been on a journey with Pharrell. It's not just about his rise to fame or his music. Piece by Piece is about passion, persistence, and staying true to yourself. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaac Joel, and I've been looking forward to discussing this film with you for a while. I'm glad it's finally here. We're discussing, of course, the latest release from Focus Features and Universal Studios, Piece by Piece, directed by Morgan Neville. Now, you might know Neville from his most famous documentary, Won't You Be My Neighbor, telling the life story, the incredible life story about Mr. Rogers that absolutely tugged at our heartstrings. But this time, he's teamed up with none other than Pharrell Williams to deliver something completely unexpected. Pharrell Williams is without question one of the most brilliant artists of our time. His ambition, relentlessness, drive that pushes the boundaries and resonate deeply with me as a creative artist. There's this palpable sense with Pharrell that he's always known he was meant to do something more, something bigger. You can hear it in his music, which has such a distinct and original sound that it stands apart from anything else in the industry. It's that signature blend of genres, rhymes, and unexpected elements that makes his work feel so authentic and fresh. He doesn't just follow trends, he shapes them. Whether he's behind the mic, producing, or collaborating with other artists, Pharrell creates from a place of true passion and innovation, which is something I relate to on a deep level. His belief in his vision, even when others don't see it, is what makes him a force of creativity. He's always creating for the future and always moving forward. This is not your average documentary, so let's break it down piece by piece. I've got to admit, when I first heard about Piece by Piece, I was intrigued. I mean, Pharrell's life story, that's already gold right there. But here's the kicker. The pandemic brought an avalanche of bio-documentaries, so much that it became almost exhausting to keep up with. But Pharrell wasn't interested in adding to the noise of all those documentaries. He resisted. He didn't just want another run-of-the-mill biopic. His manager really pushed for it, but Pharrell held firm. He wanted something that would truly inspire. And let me tell you, he found a way to make this journey feel fresh and unique in a way that no one saw coming. The result is a film that's 100% a documentary, yet it feels like you're watching a beautiful narrative unfold. It's creative, emotional, and honestly unlike anything I've seen in a long time. So what makes this documentary stand out from others? Well, Pharrell grew up playing with Legos brick by brick, and his childhood connection to Legos became the heart and soul of the film. But here's the genius part. He didn't tell anyone that the entire film would be made out of Legos. Pharrell wanted real, authentic interviews with the huge stars he's collaborated with over the years. We're talking about Missy Elliott, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, Daft Punk, Gwen Stefani, Justin Timberlake, Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes. The list literally goes on and on. None of them knew about the Lego angle, so their reactions, their stories, they're all 100% raw and unfiltered. It's like watching these legends from a new angle, a new perspective. And the Legos, it's not just a gimmick. They perfectly represented Pharrell's world and what he stands for, what he believes in. Every scene, every piece feels intentional and absolutely personal. The film does a great job of taking us back to Pharrell's roots. We see how the Neptunes, a group of high school kids who weren't chasing fame or fortune, they were just a bunch of kids making music in a garage for the love of it. Pure, absolute passion behind that intention. But life wasn't always easy for Pharrell. His mom held him back a grade because he barely passed 7th grade. And despite his raw talent, he struggled to find his way in the music industry. He wanted to be a singer, but nobody would hire him as a songwriter. It's heartbreaking to watch as he recounts meeting with executives, doing whatever he could to get their attention. At one point, he even jumped on their desks just to be heard, just so that he could be seen. Suddenly, there is this deeply emotional moment in the film when Pharrell talks about losing his grandmother. He says that after her passing, he kind of lost this creative spark. You can feel his pain. It's like the weight of the world was on his shoulders, and for a while he didn't know how to reignite that fire inside of him. But then something magical essentially happened. He rediscovered that spark through Legos, and this is where the film gets truly brilliant. Pharrell used Legos as more than just a storytelling device. He used them to represent Black culture in a way that's never been done before. The filmmakers worked with Lego to create new skin tone that had never existed in the Lego universe. It's bold, it's powerful, and it's uniquely Pharrell. This isn't just Legos. It's about seeing a creative genius like Pharrell rebuild his life piece by piece after experiencing loss. It's a story about resilience, and it hit me harder than I expected. By the end of this film, I felt like I had been on a journey with Pharrell. It's not just about his rise to fame or his music. Piece by Piece is about passion, persistence, and staying true to yourself, even when the world says no. It's a visual and emotional experience that perfectly blends music, culture, and Legos into one captivating story. And let's not forget the music. Every beat, every collaboration, seeing these icons talk about their creative process just added layers to the film. The Lego animation made it fun, but the stories are what make it so deeply human. I'm giving Piece by Piece a solid 8 out of 10. It's fresh, it's innovative, and it's going to stick with you long after the credits roll. If you're a Pharrell fan, or even if you're just someone who appreciates creativity at its finest, you need to watch this film. I highly recommend that you go and check it out. Let me know what you thought of Piece by Piece in the comments below. Did the Lego angle surprise you as much as it did me? And if you haven't watched it yet, make sure you do. You won't regret it. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the review, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into films that think outside the box. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.